tank siege. I guess this siege tank, he didn't select to attack the other siege tanks, so you just see Blue's forces melt. Drones coming out in a desperation attempt. I guess he wanted to save all his tech from those siege tanks.
So medevacs, yeah, okay, so...
We see nothing on the starport yet. He's just electing to build a few medevacs first.
Metalvacs.
You're a metalvac. So we've got finally got our second expansion of the game.
And red.
Red's got one started. Purple is still lacking in expansion, but we'll see where that goes.
But still, if you go... can you go to units?
I can.
He has, other than Teal, the biggest army in the game.
Yeah, if we look at the army
without an expansion, like, I don't know, Purple really excels in macro, it seems like.
Though, like, Terran, I think Terran can survive really well off one base for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Much better than his Zerg counterpart. Not to say having two bases isn't good, but...
What's that going up?
Which?
Blue, this right there.
A refinery. The 2 gas is still foreign to me. I'm so used to StarCraft 1. So we see a queen on each hatchery, keeping their energy low. It's a good job by Caleb. We see another huge mass of units. And I like this. We see this a lot from Red. He is in a good comfort zone with using Overlord's spawn creep ability.
Mm-hmm.
So that means, seeing that, we know he's got a lair, but no lair tech yet.
Second hatchery going out.
Yeah, he's got a second hatchery in his main,
which will be his third.
So now we see Teal teching to a lair right around the same time that Red has done so.
Yeah.
And we're
going to see scrap right here.
There's a big skirmish here. We see Blue gets the siege off first, and he just starts dropping those.
Bit of a late siege right here for Purple.
It seems as if Purple got a little lost.
They wouldn't have had to.
We have these roaches come in and just soak up the fire while the siege tanks just drop Blue's siege tanks. This siege tank doesn't stand a chance against these marauders.
Mulched.
We see Red just throwing units. It looks as if he was going to try to build some spine crawlers on this ramp.
I see, yeah.
That would have been very nice, but I guess they expected to win that.
Maybe, like, later in the game, Blue controls this top expansion, this top middle right here, and that ramp. Maybe Red was planning on kind of controlling this one as well.
And try to gain the higher yield minerals.
Yeah.
So we see them chasing that Overlord away. Still got a Zergling out there. I don't know why he does not have the tower activated.
Mm-hmm.
We see Overlords everywhere. Looks like he's doing a nice little map control, little scout of the expansions to make sure there's nothing he doesn't know about.
Yeah.
So we see a lair up for Teal.
So what does a lair bring to a Zerg player?
It allows you to tech to Aspire and Hydralisks and Infestors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a spine color? Yes, it is.
Yes. This guy likes his spine crawlers.
Mm-hmm.
It seems as if he doesn't know how the creep tumors quite work. You can actually spawn these into more creep tumors infinitely. But we see good control of the whole map here. He's collecting a lot of intel.
Mm-hmm. Creep everywhere.
Yeah.
Just the creep master.
If only he could activate the tower. Those spindly long legs.
Interesting scan going right there.
So we've got a bit of exploration from Purple. He's kind of in a hard spot here. We see a standoff.
He does a good job here with giving his siege tanks sight, though.
Yeah, with that one medevac. With that medevac, that's definitely why that's there. So we get to see the siege tanks
just mulch.
Yeah, the Zerglings drop in a matter of seconds. Yeah. Though he does lose a few siege tanks. We see just a siege standoff here.
Yeah.
See a lot of units fighting each other.
So Red just kind of throwing units at his siege tanks. Yeah, very close.
Now let's see what we got here for tech. We've got a Spire going up for Teal.
That's right.
And a Spire going up for Red at almost the same time. It's amazing how that happens.
What is Blue producing right now? What is his tech?
Production. He is looks like he's going for medevacs, marines, and tanks. Yeah. Standard Terran. Nothing too fancy. So we see these siege tanks come in, and they're just that's too close.
Red trying to get those spine crawlers off, but
it allows Teal to get his units in close and drop those siege tanks. Very important, very expensive loss. A good thing here, we see Purple bringing his siege tanks in while the roaches cause the distraction. Great push here, great teamwork. So these units are just hurting after that.
Oh, yeah.
Medevacs out of energy. And Vezir has finally got a second expansion, or his
With
first
an
expansion
orbital command
going.
already on that
Looking
guy.
at the harvesters, though, we can see blue and teal are really the masters of the economy game in this match. We got 47 for teal, 41 for blue. Purple and red are both down in the 20s. So we see that is a big part of the game later on. So these roaches defending the siege tanks here, very nice. 23 kills on that siege tank.
Wow, he's just...
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So do we see any Mutalisks producing it? Not quite.
yet.
The Spire is up.
He goes for...
Caleb has got a lot of minerals saved up.
Yeah,
I don't know
like
what
he
he's planning for.
He can really pump out those Mutalisks when he chooses to.
It's the gas, though. He's only going to be able to make 5. Anyways, we see some more
A
fighting
drop
there.
coming from red, I think.
Yeah, we see the very valiant effort. Drops all the siege tanks. But those roaches are just going to mulch those zerglings behind the fog. I guess the overlords might give sight. So we've got those roaches falling around that siege tank. A good move would have been for them to siege and fight here. That siege tank would drop in one shot. We can see an teal expansion going up here, but red can see this happening.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there.
Again, blue with his high yield already. Go up there.
Kind of an odd strategy.
He doesn't choose to break the rocks. I mean, the amount of time it takes, like it makes it worth it within 30 seconds of mining.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, without enough intel, they don't know how many forces they've got.
Yeah.
They've seen a lot of roaches here. They don't want to take the pressure off the base. We see
red throwing his
zerglings
because he knows there's an expansion there.
Yeah, because he's got the overlord.
I don't think Caleb manages to get the cancel off on that hatchery.
No, probably busy doing something else.
Yeah.
We can see quite a few mutas out now.
Yeah.
Red has not got any.
So Vezir going for his stim pack right now.
Yeah. We got a combat shield for blue, so it looks like they're both planning to stick with infantry.
Yeah.
We're about to see some great Mutalisk harass here. This is an interesting part of the match for me, though.
What?
This whole standoff here in this area. This lasts quite a while. They have a bit of a siege. They set up a front on their bases. I think that was great, but keeping the pressure on. I like this little turret here.